Apple's iPhone 16 models are packed with upgrades, but one feature that's getting a lot of attention is its new modem. Unlike last year's models, which featured the Snapdragon X70 modem, Apple has switched to Qualcomm's Snapdragon X75 modem for the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max. This change promises a significant boost in 5G speeds, improved coverage, and better performance in demanding conditions thanks to the integration of AI. So how much of a difference does this new modem make? SpeedSmart, the company behind the popular internet speed test app, put both the iPhone 16 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro through their paces across three major carriers, AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon, and the results were impressive. According to SpeedSmart's tests, the iPhone 16 Pro delivers an average 23.7% increase in download speeds compared to the iPhone 15 Pro. This improvement spans across all three major US carriers, giving users a noticeably faster experience regardless of their network. While T-Mobile already leads the pack with the fastest 5G speeds, the difference between the iPhone 16 and 15 Pro models was actually more pronounced on AT&T and Verizon. Both carriers saw a significant jump in download speeds with the iPhone 16 Pro, even though T-Mobile still holds the crown for the fastest overall performance. If you're using T-Mobile or Verizon, you can expect average download speeds of over 400 megabytes per second on the iPhone 16 Pro. With both carriers continually expanding their 5G networks, these speeds are expected to improve over time, making the iPhone 16 Pro a solid choice for those looking for fast and reliable connectivity. The download speeds aren't the only area where the iPhone 16 Pro excels. Upload speeds have also improved by an average of 22.1% across all three carriers. According to SpeedSmart, average upload speeds on the iPhone 16 Pro are hitting around 30 megabytes per second, making it easier and faster to share content, upload videos, or send large files. Whether you're streaming videos, gaming, or just browsing the web, these speed upgrades mean a smoother, faster experience overall. And thanks to the Snapdragon X75's AI capabilities, the modem can dynamically adjust to ensure optimal performance even in crowded or tricky areas like subways, where connectivity issues are common. While Qualcomm continues to supply the modems for Apple's iPhone lineup, reports suggest that Apple is already working on its own custom modem, which could debut as soon as next year. However, Qualcomm's modems aren't going away entirely. According to rumors, Apple's custom modem will only be used in some of the 2025 models, with other devices still relying on Qualcomm's Snapdragon chips. This transition is something to watch closely, as Apple's entry into modem design could lead to even more tightly integrated hardware and software, potentially offering better performance and efficiency in the long run. In addition to 5G improvements, Apple's iPhone 16 lineup also brings enhanced Wi-Fi capabilities with support for Wi-Fi 7. This is a big leap from the previous-gen iPhone 15 models, which supported Wi-Fi 6E. Wi-Fi 7 is expected to offer up to 4 times faster download speeds compared to Wi-Fi 6E, which should translate into a smoother and more reliable connection when using your iPhone at home, in cafes, or anywhere else where you rely on Wi-Fi. This is particularly important as more devices and smart home systems connect to Wi-Fi networks, increasing the demand for bandwidth. For users who frequently use cloud services, stream high quality no matter where you are. So if you're looking for a phone that's future-proof for the next generation of wireless technology, the iPhone 16 Pro might just be the one for you. That's it for today. What are your thoughts on the iPhone 16 Pro's connectivity improvements? Let me know in the comments section. As always, see you in the next video. In just a few months' time, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will succeed the iPhone 15 Pro Max and take on the mantle as the best and most advanced iPhone out there. Although there's plenty of time until September and a lot can change, we seem to know a lot about the upcoming top iPhone model based on rumors and leaks. How is the iPhone 16 Pro Max shaping up against its predecessor? What's changing and what's staying the same? Let's see how the iPhone 16 Pro Max shapes up against the current best iPhone Apple has in its roster. First up, let's talk about design and size. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will inherit the same design language as the iPhone 15 Pro Max, employing the same titanium frame with a completely flat screen. The major difference between the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro Max will be size. The upcoming iPhone screen will grow to 6.9 inches across, a significant bump over the iPhone 15 Pro Max's 6.7-inch display. To achieve this, they're likely shrinking the bezels down even further and making the phone itself slightly larger overall. As per the rumors, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will measure 163mm in height and 77.58mm in width versus 159.9mm and 76.7mm for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, respectively. A small but notable change, all things considered. The iPhone 15 Pro Max debuted with an action button instead of a mute switch and a USB Type-C port at the bottom, so those two features will be carrying over to the newer model as well. However, the iPhone 16 series will be scoring another button, dubbed the capture button. Colors-wise, the iPhone 15 Pro Max was available in 4 understated and titanium-inspired colors. We've heard that Apple might use another titanium processing technique that will make the iPhone 16 Pro Max glossier and also more capable of retaining colors. Moving on to display differences. As mentioned, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come along with a significantly larger display, measuring at 6.9 inches across. Aside from the size, we don't clearly expect any other major changes. We're certainly getting a liquid Retina XDR display with an OLED panel delivering superb colors, contrast, and exceptional maximum brightness. The screen will support 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate, making scrolling through the interface and on-screen content way smoother. Now let's delve into performance and software. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will feature a second-generation 3nm chip, possibly dubbed Apple A18 Pro. As one can imagine, we expect that the Apple A18 Pro will have better performance than the Apple A17 Pro. Due to the heavily rumored focus on AI for both iOS and the iPhone 16 range, we expect that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come with a much improved neural engine to take care of all the generative AI features. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will also be a first to debut iOS 18 with a focus on artificial intelligence features. The new iPhone 16 Pro Max will also support faster Wi-Fi 7 and a more power-efficient 5G modem, keeping you future-proofed on the connectivity front. Let's talk about the camera. As the iPhone 15 Pro Max delivers a host of important camera features, chief among which is the new 120mm telephoto lens, the iPhone 16 Pro Max could finally address one of the forgotten cameras that hasn't recently scored any significant overhauls, the ultra-wide. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo believes that Apple will be introducing a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. When it comes to audio quality, iPhone Pro Max devices are always up there with the best, setting the benchmarks for all other manufacturers to measure up against. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will be no exception. The same generally applies to haptics too. iPhones are arguably the best devices when it comes to haptic feedback, giving us precise and accurate vibrations that are sufficiently strong yet not overpowering. Lastly, battery life and charging. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will reportedly feature a much larger 4,676 mAh battery compared to the 4,422 mAh battery in the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Charging-wise, we haven't heard anything about a potential charging speed increase, but we hope to see one on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So far, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is shaping up to be a logical improvement to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, delivering key upgrades in important areas like screen size, performance, AI, and battery life. Thus far, we haven't heard anything particular about a potential price increase, so it's safe to assume that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will start at $1,199 for the 256GB version. Of course, if there's an iPhone 15 Pro Max in your pocket, then you'll probably have few reasons to upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Stay tuned for more updates on the iPhone 16 Pro Max as we get closer to its release date. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest tech news and reviews. Thanks for watching. Until next time.